So, you decided to choose option 1, which is perfectly fine to choose. So, let's go through that option. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my notes for option 2. Option 1, remember, you said that you were going to change 25 grams of hydrogen into moles of hydrogen. Well, that's easy. I'm going to go do just a kind of a second set of operations here. 25.0, make it bigger so I can see it. I'm going to take 25 grams of hydrogen, H2, and I'm going to multiply it by my periodic table molar mass. Going to go to the periodic table, and I see that there are 2.02 grams of hydrogen in 1 mole of hydrogen. Again, that's changing from grams to moles. If this is confusing, you go back to a previous video to see how you change grams to moles. But when I do that, plug that in my calculator, 25 divided 2.02, and I'm going to get approximately 12.37 moles of hydrogen. So we can see that from this equation down here, that 25 grams of hydrogen is equal to approximately 12.37 moles of hydrogen. Now I'm actually going to leave that number into my calculator, but I'm going to take that and I'm going to replace that number, the 25 grams of hydrogen, with my answer. So I'm actually going to just replace that with 12.37 moles of H2. Since I can with my computer, I'm going to go ahead and delete that, make this nice and clean, and plug that in there. I'm literally replacing the same thing. Again, I'm leaving everything in my calculator so that I can have a better, more precise answer at the end. Looking at this now, I can see that now my units actually do cancel properly. So now I can cancel moles of hydrogen with moles of hydrogen. I'm left with moles of ammonia, which is a substance that I want, not necessarily the unit that I want, but it gets me closer to where I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this out. So I'm going to take my answer, 12.37 times 2 divided by 3, and I'm going to get 8.25. The unit that I've left right now is moles of ammonia. And I'm going to go, cool. So it looks like I'm done, except when I go back to my find, I see that I want grams of ammonia. I go, dang it. So I have one more step. Not a big deal. I can change grams to moles. So let's go ahead and do that really fast. I'm going to now take this. Sorry, it's a little bit messy here. And I'm going to change grams to moles. So I'm going to take 8.25 grams of ammonia, NH3. Going to the periodic table, I see that ammonia's molar mass is 17.04 grams of ammonia to 1 mole of ammonia. Again, remember that anytime you go to the periodic table, the number that you do when you add up everything is always for 1 mole. So I have a ratio, and it tells me that I'm going to take my answer, the 8.25, and multiply it by 17.04 to get, as my final answer, 141 rounded grams of ammonia. Again, I did round that answer to 3 numbers. You can write 140.6, 140.59. Find a number that's reasonable to round it to. And so there is my final answer, 141 grams of ammonia. Again, going back up here, this number is equal to exactly 140, well, is equal to approximately 141 grams of ammonia. So I can actually write 141 grams of ammonia, and that is my final answer.
Attention, teacher.